One basic question I'm asking, maybe, when the conception happens, you get the embryo. Out of the million sperms, one gets into the and makes the life. Now that is the beginning of life. Now, at what time the God implants soul into the system? Does the light come at a time?
Okay, that's a nice question. So this is discussed in great detail in Brihadaranyaka Upanishad. Okay, so you would actually be surprised. So you would be surprised about the level in which our Vedic rishis have actually understood this problem. And sometimes I wonder, how did they know all this? So in Sanskrit, semen is called retas. Okay, that is a Sanskrit term for it. So this Upanishad and the Rishi talks about what happens to the millions of jivas in the semen. And he says they make this journey into this dark tunnel and they have a battle. They are suffering there also. There is suffering even there. And the Rishi says they are competing with each other. And then finally, the Supreme Being decides this jiva, this sperm will get into that egg and will form an embryo. Okay, so it goes at great detail. So the ones that have missed the opportunity will have to go down and start the cycle again. And the rishis talk about how the jivas make that cycle. They fall down, they go up, they go to the clouds, they are in the rain, they fall down in the rain droplets, then they go into plants, they sit in the plants, the man eats the plant, the jivas in the man then go into the testicles, they go sit into the semen, and they are all sitting there, and then they are competing again. So they go through this cycle. So in that view, the jivas are there in the sperms. They come through the purusha, and then the yoni is the strilinga, is the woman where the womb is. Now you are actually raising a fantastic concept here. Because in creation, if you remember our first creation, so Mama Yonihi Mahat Brahma, Tasmin Garbham Dadami Aham. Okay, there is a Gita verse of talking about exactly that. And he says, that is what I did in original creation. I passed my stuff into this Garbha of Lakshmi, Sri Tattva, and then all the Chetanas were created. So that very first system to create a Chetana, which is to give a body to a Chetana, you need two Chetanas. Two Chetanas to create one Chetana. Whereas only one Chetana is required to create a Jada, such as a pot, where only one potter is required. So Krishna is actually telling us, look, I have made this system already, that this is how I'm going to do it. So I digressed a little bit, but coming to your point, the jivas are in the sperms and they go into the egg. Which jiva goes into the egg is decided by the Supreme, so says the Brihadaranyaka Upanishad, and it clarifies that this Retas has got millions of jivas in it, which is absolutely in concordance with the medical view of how this happens.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Madhu.
Does the light come? Does the light come at the time?
Sorry?
That happens when the conception happens. I don't know. I read somewhere that some light comes, which you can actually see. If you got technology.
Yeah. Oh, that will be really interesting. But we pass on that article. I'll have a look through it. But that sounds an interesting idea about the light.
Fluorescent lights.
HinduKnowledgeAcademy.com will celebrate Vedic culture and present its philosophies to the modern Hindu in an accessible format. Our ancient heritage is our greatest strength. Through preservation and dissemination, together let us spread positivity in the world. Thank you for listening and welcome to Hindu Knowledge Academy.